Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jonathan Montgomery. I'm out here in Great Falls, Virginia. It is peaceful out here. I mean, look at all these trees. I love this. I could just chill. I might just take a nap, forget the video. Anyway, I'm out here to check out this house. It's described as mid-century modern. It's in a quiet community out here. I mean, all the houses are unique and custom. This house is big. Now, they said mid-century modern, but it was built in 1980. So that's a little later than that era, but the style, I suppose, is, it fits that description. But anyway, here's the house behind me. Let's go check it out. I haven't even unlocked the door yet. Make sure before we go in, you subscribe to my channel, check me out, and leave comments. I want to know what you think about this house. I'm excited to check it out and see what's inside. The photos on MLS, they make it look one way, but it always looks a little different when you're there in person. So let's go on in. Okay, I've already unlocked the door. I just opened up the front real quick. This is a pretty unique design. It's custom. So what do you get? This is what you get. It's interesting because I'm walking in and, so basically this room is just a foyer. It's just straight entry. I think this is a curtain. No, that's a light bulb. All right. It is it is just a straight entry. They just built a separate room for the entry. It looks like there's going to be a lot of wood in this house. So let's kind of take a look. Now, right off the bat, I will tell you, it smells a little dingy in this home, but that's probably because there's a lot of wood and this house has been sitting vacant for quite some time. So it smells old. That's the first impression that I get. Wow, even when I come up here, it just smells older. It's like the house just aged on us. In the photos, it doesn't look as old, but being inside, and I can see here that the floors are a little bit older. You can kind of see some wear on these floors. We got this fireplace, this stone fireplace. Not too bad. There's a lot of different levels on this home, so you're gonna see some, this is kind of a split level taken to the extreme. The community, the location is really cool because you have, I don't know if I can open this door, and I definitely don't want to tear it up, so I'm not gonna trip too hard about this. I thought I was gonna open that door, but that's not gonna work. But out here, you can kind of build whatever you want. So that's kind of what these folks did, whoever built this house back in 1980. But this house is older, it's dated. It doesn't appear that way in the MLS, but being here, I can certainly see. All right, now here we have a room. Now this is just a room, it doesn't have a closet. You could, install a closet somewhere right in here or wherever you want. And then this could be a bedroom. Probably somebody's gonna use it as a bedroom anyway, and they just put a wardrobe up against one of these walls. But for now, it's just a room. It's kind of undefined. Now we have over here, this is a bedroom. We got some closets with the bifold doors and some shelving already built in. And you got these high ceilings, these pitched roof ceilings, which is pretty cool, The theme of this house is wood. So, because there's a lot of wood going on, they're using some wood paneling on the walls. Here we have some drywall. And then, of course, we have this bathroom, which is probably straight from the 1980s when this house was originally built. Yeah, okay, it's clean. I will say that. Okay, you got, maybe not so much. Got some water stains going on in this tub. That's not very appealing. And, they got two shower heads. So you have a shower head here and another shower head here. Not sure why there are two of them. Yeah, that's different. Okay, and check out this funky sink. That is an oddly shaped sink, but somebody was just, incorporating their own little taste and whatever. We got this old rug going on, old carpet rather. All right, so then we got a lot of skylights. I will say this house they use the skylights to bring in more light into this property. So it looks like every room is going to have some skylights going on here. And here we have another bedroom. And what is this? Ah, okay, we got a sconce. Interesting. It's kind of fascinating because the lighting is changing in here, and that's because the trees are then we have another bathroom here. Wow, this is real funky. I mean, boy, there was a time when this was all in style. It is amazing to see. This is like walking through a time machine because, at some point, somebody said, wow, this is really cool. I feel like I just walked into like the Brady Bunch era. And then we have another room here with these ceilings and, wow, just lots of different style. I guess that's the curtain. This is probably gonna be changed out. I would imagine whoever buys this house is gonna redo this whole thing. Okay, this house is a fixer-upper, no doubt about that. It needs a full renovation. I suspect that they're gonna work off of the architectural features, but then change a lot of the cosmetic stuff in this house. And I've already gotten lost because all these rooms. Okay, I think we came in here already with the blue carpet. Okay, so we got the blue carpet. We have these floors. Now, these are not real hardwood floors. These in particular are not. They're pretty solid, but they're actually a laminate. And I'll tell you, they're pretty well designed. Now down there, we have real hardwood floors. Okay, no doubt about that. But up here, this is actually a laminate. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but in person rather, I can actually tell this is a laminate surface, but it's high quality because the seams are really tight. Yeah, I wonder if they put a different type of finish on it if it is hardwood floor, but it looks like laminate. So you can kind of see some of the edges, the way they're kind of jumping up. All right, let's go downstairs because we haven't even gotten to the kitchen or anything like that. Oh, by the way, the listing agent told me that they have cameras in this house. So they are videotaping me as I am doing this video. Someone feels the need to spy and make sure that there's, I don't know. All right, what do you think about this? Now, this is funky and not necessarily in a good way. The ceiling is actually pretty low. It's interesting. Let me see if I can show you. It's not that high. So if you're about 6 feet, say about 6'1" or 6'2", your head is gonna be hitting that ceiling. It's really kind of low. So it's a powder room. Not too bad for a powder room. It looks kind of boxy. It's just really, you got these sharp angles. You got this shelf going on here so that you need to work on the toilet. You can move that. Yeah, real funky going on. And here's our dining room, it looks like, which is nice. You got a beautiful view looking out. You got the beam going on with this old light fixture. So I can almost promise you this is gonna be replaced. But it's fascinating because if you actually look at if you take these, I could see somebody actually just changing these out. It's interesting how styles kind of repeat themselves. So the actual hardware here, the actual fixture could be used again and someone would think that was brand new. But you'd have to replace the lamps. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts on that. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they end up doing. Okay, let's check out this kitchen. Wow. This is dark. This is dark. This kitchen screams 1980s for real. And it is dark. And it's really amazing because the cabinets are just flat. They're actually in pretty good condition. But man, that finish is dark, dark, dark. I don't know. Certainly, this is going to be changed out. Looks like they're not closing quite all the way, so I don't know what the deal is. Oh, it looks like the magnets. Oh, somebody took the plate off of here, so the magnets aren't holding them. And then you got to close it a certain way so that you have the you close the gap there. That's what they did with that. Lots of storage here. So we have our pantry going on, and then there's more. You know, they just don't build it like this anymore, you know? This is kind of interesting. I'd be curious to see if someone even attempts to try to finish this, or if they take out this shelf and try to sell it at a secondhand shop. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. And then we have our stove. Nothing unusual there. Our cooktop over here. We have a lot of cabinets. What is this one? Is that just a fake? I feel like okay, there we have some cabinets going on there. Lots of drawers. The sink, has seen better days. And we have the dishwasher and the good old fashioned trash compactor. Don't see those anymore. People don't use trash compactors. And then we have our microwave over here. Now it's interesting, that's an interesting cabinet for the microwave. It actually is just sitting right on the counter, but they built everything around it so it looks like it's hanging or built into the wall. Now we have another room, and I'm trying to figure out what this room might be because we have our kitchen over here. Ooh, boy, look at those lights. Man, this kitchen just screams old and dated. It's amazing how things change. Then we have this other room. Now I could imagine somebody using this also as a dining room area or just kind of as like a family or TV room area. I'm not quite sure what they did. They have some kind of, all right. I'm almost confused. I'm just at a loss of words for this house. This is funny. Oh my goodness. Why do we have, what is that big electric? Let's see if I can figure out. I'm not even gonna worry about that. All right, so we have our closet here. We have this room over here. This kitchen, what do you guys think? I'm sure you're gonna tear it down. I'm sure you're gonna take all of that out. What would you do? I just wanna know your ideas. This house just keeps on going on. And then we have another step down here, just a short step, and we're on this side of the house. Now we have these slope ceilings, and we get to a point where you kind of run out of headroom. So just so you can kind of see what's going on here, you probably might have like some storage or furniture where you're not going to want to stand up over here, because if you put a chair here and then someone stands up, they would easily bump their head. So you really are losing some square footage with the slope of this ceiling here. But in terms of style, you know, people may find it enjoyable. Now this is a bit of a post and beam construction here, and we have like our beams sitting up here. So this joists and these posts here are possibly load-bearing walls. Kind of interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if there's something supporting the weight of that behind all this wood. But, you know, that's something that whoever decides to redo this house is gonna have to determine and figure out. But yeah, we got a big room here, and then it takes us back to over here. Wow. And this is just a big studio. I mean, this is like a multi-purpose room. It looks like you might have some sort of like concert or party or something going on over here, where you just have a whole bunch of folks coming over and you sit down and you eat. I mean, this is just a lot of space, sort of an undefined area. We got we got cabinets with a sink. Maybe they did some, I wouldn't say they did any cooking over here because we don't have any appliances, but kind of interesting. And then we have this bathroom. So I don't see this necessarily as being a bedroom. I can't imagine someone coming all the way over here to take a shower And by the way, what do you think about the wallpaper? We got the green and white going on. This is the theme here. Every bathroom has its own theme and color, and woo, this is, man. I always wonder, as an appraiser, what we will look back at and say, you know, like we're in what, 2024 now? We're gonna look at these styles. We're gonna talk a whole lot about the use of black and white, because there's a lot of black and white being used, a lot of white kitchens. There was a time for a minute where we were doing a lot of gray. So this house goes back to the 80s, and it's like a time machine. When you're looking through, you see all these different styles, and you just wonder, man, there was a time when we thought this was awesome. I gotta check out here. Oh, look, I found one of the spy cameras. There it is. They're spying on me when I walked outside so I might have to do a happy dance for the cameras. Okay, so looks like, man, got a little bit of an older roof going on there, and their gutter system. This is a nice deck. Now it's really cool. I like this because, you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere, or, you know, you have all this space to yourself. So you can really enjoy it. This house, I think, could use some color. That is for sure. It is pretty dark. Now in the MLS, the way they filtered the photos or doctored them up, it made it look like this was brighter. Even though it was brown, it looked lighter. So, you know, it's always, you know, that might have something to do with the marketing on this home. And, you know, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the numbers and how long it's been on the market, the square footage, all that good stuff. But I like to, you know, I always like seeing houses on the MLS and then seeing them in person. And you can kind of tell if, okay, now you can kind of see the back here, but you can kind of tell if the marketing is taking away from the actual house, and maybe it's kind of misrepresenting the property, and then potential buyers, you know, maybe that turns them off. So we got a garage out here, and yeah, you got a lot of space. So I'm gonna go back inside and then see if I can figure out how to get to the basement, and then let's check out this lower level. Okay, so here we are. Let's go on downstairs. Wow, they just got the exposed ductwork right there. Okay, I get down here and I smell more dingy. It's kind of interesting. Actually, it smells like, oh wow, this is messed up. So there used to be glass here. This was a double pane, it got broken. It smells like this is an old garage. That's what this smells like there was some oil or something to that effect down here. Oh, okay, now I see why, because we are next to the garage. And yeah, you got 3-car garage here. This is pretty cool. Does this take me outside? I think so. Yep, it does. All right. I mean, this house has a whole lot of potential, that is for sure. You definitely will change the cosmetics. You're gonna take out that kitchen, you're gonna take out that all the bathrooms, you're gonna modernize those. This room looks like this was probably an extension of the garage and being used as a potential workshop, but I might find a way to make this a good livable space because you have heating and everything. I wouldn't treat it like a work area. Maybe it'd be like a gym or an exercise area or something to that extent. Okay, that's where we come in. Kind of get lost in this house. And then we come down through here and into this room. None of these rooms down here are finished. They just kind of used them for, at least so far, it's all been utility rooms. We got all these electric panels, tons of switches, another panel. All right. And then we just have this random, probably used to be a sink there at some point in the past. All right, let's go down this hall and turn on the light. And You guys know that I like going through these rooms. I tend not to be scared, but it looks a little creepy sometimes. All right, got another crazy bathroom here. Let's see if I can get some lights on. All right, now look at that. This one is a little more normal, but still, it still screams the 80s. And you're not gonna open that door when you're sitting on the toilet here because you have nothing, no inches, no room at all. You gotta like that. So this is a bedroom. You got a window, you got some closets, you got the furnace. I don't know if I want to be sleeping right next to the furnace. Oh, all right, and a water heater, and then here's your closet. So yeah, that's a little different. Then we come down here, and we have our laundry room. And you know, it's a typical 1980s laundry room. Oh, they had the chute. So this is where you had your laundry chute. So someone was dropping their laundry from way up there, and then it would land right here in your basket. It made it easy for you to get all your stuff instead of climbing all the way down. Coming all the way downstairs. And then we have another. Okay. All right, so we're just down here in the basement. Another room with not much definition. You just have a sink here. There's no toilet, no shower, just a working room. And then we go up some stairs to our our main level again. So that's how we get down to the basement. I got a little confused when I was walking through. I actually did not see that space when I first walked in. But, you know, now it all kind of makes sense. When you walk through a house like this, you start to piece it all together. So anyway, I guess I'll go to the kitchen and let's talk about the numbers on this house. Okay, guys, you've seen this house. What do you think? Dated. It is definitely dated. Now, I mentioned earlier about the MLS photos. I actually have one of the flyers here. And, you know, I mentioned how when you see the house in person, it looks really dark. When you see it on the MLS, the photos are a little different. Here's actually one of the photos, and I'm gonna show it to you without showing you the agent information and all that stuff. But I think the photo looks a lot better. This house looks a lot more presentable. It's lit up a little. It doesn't look as dingy and dark. And actually they turned on the lights, so it kind of gives a better impression. And of course the photographer did their job. But this house has been on the market for some time. It's 4 beds, 4.5 bathrooms. The square footage is about 3,900 square feet. That's based off of what the county assessor says. That sounds about right. It's built in 1980. They described it as mid-century modern, which I think actually is a reasonable description of this property in terms of the style. Oh, wait. Did I say the square footage? I got that wrong. Okay, so the assessor is saying that it's 3,900 square feet. The agent is saying it's 6,800 square feet. That's a big difference, 3,000 square feet. That may have something to do with why this house has been on the market for some time, because there is definitely a discrepancy in the square footage. I know that big room, that big white room, which I felt like was kind of like a little big, huge party room with a sink and a random bathroom, that might have been added and the assessor is not accounting for that. So I'm just kind of curious about that. How long has it been on the market, by the way? 266 days. They're asking 2.350. Okay, so $2,350,000. It's been on the market for 266 days. They actually were asking originally 2.4 million. And this house, it just needs a lot of work. It does. Let's see. So they're saying that, yeah, this house across the street sold for 1.5, but it was just a vacant lot, blah, 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 blah. They're saying that the square footage came from a prior appraisal. I don't know about that. We have to see. So That definitely needs to be verified. Let me know what you think. I'm curious. What are your thoughts? Would you buy this house? And if you did, what would you do to it? I mean, I know we're gonna gut the kitchen and all that, but some of these rooms are a little confusing. Tell me, what are your thoughts on these rooms? Could they be used a different way? Would you remove some walls? Would you, I don't know, would you paint the house? I'm sure you would. I wanna know what colors you might have in mind. But make sure you subscribe to my channel, leave some comments. I wanna hear your feedback. I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.